Okay. Good evening, everybody. All of you are on your videos first. On your video. Unmute your microphones. So today we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is the fourth chapter, plasma membrane. Okay. Fourth chapter, plasma membrane. So plasma membrane. All of you know that what is plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, otherwise called as cell membrane. What is cell? The outer covering of the cell. Cell membrane is the outer covering of the cell which can protect the cell from the external contents, that is from the external environment. Okay, so in earlier classes, that is in the first lesson, somewhat briefly we discussed about the cell membrane. So now somewhat we are going to in-depth information. We are going to know in-depth information regarding to the plasma membrane or cell membrane. Okay, so here in this chapter, in this lesson, we are going to know about the structure of the cell membrane, functions of the cell membrane. Okay, so regarding to that, some of the phenomena like diffusion, osmosis, like these topics here we are going to discuss. చూసినట్టా ఏదో లంచి చెప్తాం మేము అట్లా రికార్డింగ్ ఇది ఓకే. So let me see the structure of the cell first. In earlier class we discussed the animal cell and the plant cell. So to both the cells, the common membrane is the cell membrane only. Okay. So let me see here. Yeah. So what is the cell made up of? See here. So the cell is majorly made up of a plasma membrane, cytoplasm, and the nucleus. So here you can see the plasma membrane. So this is the plasma membrane, the outer covering of the cell, the outer covering of especially to the animal cells. Why I am saying animal cells means to the plant cells, another extra cover is there, which is present outer side to that of the plasma membrane, that is the cell wall. But in animal cells, the plasma membrane only the outermost covering of the cell. Okay, the functions, that is the major function of the plasma membrane is protection. Protection, and also it will be doesn't leak out the contents, whatever contents present inside the cell. Okay, so it will be selectively giving the entry and exit of the cell. Okay, so that's why we are calling plasma membrane as a selectively permeable membrane. That is, permeable means giving permission. So by taking the plasma membrane permission only, the whatever the components wants to take the entry into the cell, they have to based upon, that is they have to depends upon the plasma membrane only. See here, what is the cell made up of? So while studying the cell under a microscope, we'll find three common features in almost every cell. So they are the plasma membrane, nucleus, and cytoplasm. So these are the commonly present, most prominent, important parts of the cell. So I'll show some of the cartoon pictures here, how the plasma membrane is acting. See here, the cell. So this is the cell, a cartoon. So to take the entry of this cell, you have to show your ID here. So here one of the, that is, you can assume it is an any objective, that is any component, whether it will be a carbohydrate, protein, fat, whatever the nutrients, whatever the water, even the water also have to, that is, it has to be uh, take the permission to get into the cell. So here the plasma membrane is just like acting as a wall. So to take the to cross the wall, the plasma membrane has to give the permission. Okay, one more picture I'll show you. That is, by seeing this, you can able to understand the importance of the plasma membrane. So see here, not this one. So even the oxygen, carbon dioxide, okay, water, the components, even the carbohydrates, proteins, fats, like that. So now we have to know that what are the components have to be take the entry into the cell and what are the components have to be take exit from the cell. So let me discuss them. See here, so a table which you had given in your textbook. So oxygen. So oxygen should go into the cell or should go out of the cell. So oxygen should go into the cell. So that's why here plasma membrane is giving entry into the cell, giving permission to get into the cell. And glucose should go into the cell. Proteins should go into the cell. Fats should go into the cell. And vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates. So these are all have to be take entry into the cell. But then what about the waste materials? That is after metabolic activities, that is after oxidation. The carbon dioxide also should go out of the cell, not into the cell, go out of the cell. After oxidation, the carbon dioxide and some of the waste materials have to be released in the cell. So these the components have to be should take exit from the cell. So this will be based upon the components. Based upon the components only, the plasma membrane can able to give the entry and the exit of the cell. Okay, so that's why we are calling plasma membrane as a selectively permeable membrane. So let me see the first the structure of the plasma membrane. So plasma membrane, in earlier class we discussed that it is majorly composed of two components. So see the structure of the plasma membrane here. So it is majorly composing of two components. That is, these are the fats we are calling generally. That is in our biological terminology we can call them as the lipids. And in the middle you are seeing some gaps. That is, these are not actually the gaps. They are the proteins. Okay. In the below picture you can able to understand the clearly. So this one. So see here, the yellow one, the yellow, whatever you are seeing the structures, these are the lipids. These are the lipids. Okay. And the dumbbell shaped green structures, we can call them as a proteins. Mitochondria. Proteins. Okay. So majorly the plasma membrane is composed of proteins and lipids. So in the above diagram, there is upper diagram, the structure of lipids you can see, that is it will be head region it will be having, and two tail regions. Okay. And the proteins will be present, they will be present inserted in the middle of the lipids, and also they will be present and the externally also. So here the it will be, we are calling this type of structures as a sandwich model we can call. Okay. So different structures, that is the different scientists according to their phenomena, they will be described many structures, but most familiar one is the fluid mosaic model and sandwich, which is in the sandwich model we can call here. Why we are calling sandwich means all of you once got an idea regarding the burger. So two in the two breads, between the two breads will be having some stuff is there. So like that here the two breads, the two layers, this is the one layer and this is the another layer. We can assume these them as the breads, and between will be having the proteins, that is we can assume it as a stuff. So sandwich or fluid mosaic model. And some of the scientists they will be revealed that the lipids are in the state of liquid, that are somewhat semi-liquid in state. In the semi-liquid state, the proteins are floating. That is like icebergs. However, in polar regions, in the water, however, the iceberg floating. So like that, in the lipid layer, the proteins are floating. So that's why they call this structure as a fluid mosaic model. Who the scientist name is who explained, who described them as a fluid mosaic model. The scientist name is the Singer and Nicholson. Okay. So no need of that much of in-depth of information regarding to the structure. Once you got, okay. So fluid mosaic model, which will be described by the Singer and Nicholson. And functions of the plasma membrane. What are the functions? Means not only the protection. Along with the protections, more functions it will be doing. They are what are the functions? Means let me discuss. Along with the protection, it will be not only the covering. Along with that, these two functions, some more functions it will be doing. Okay. So functions of plasma membrane. See here. So the cell also obtains nutrition from its environment. So different molecules move in and out of the cell through a type of transport requiring. So through these plasma membrane. So now only we discuss that. Voice లేదని. ఇంట్లో టవర్ రాదు. పిల్లలు ఏం పెట్టలే మళ్ళీ చూద్దాం. Okay, so it will be not only giving the entry and exit of the substances, it will also, that is for this entry and exit, it will require the energy. So with the help of, and also with the help of transport proteins. So here some of the proteins are acting as transport also. Okay, and here the plasma membrane is a flexible one and is made up of some organic molecules, that are lipids and proteins. The flexibility of this cell membrane, so here enables the cell to engulf in food and other material, just like the amoeba. However, the amoeba is engulfing the food. So like that, our plasma membrane can able to engulf the materials. Okay, whatever the materials present from its externally, so they can able to engulf. We can call it as a endocytosis. Okay, let me see how the amoeba is going to be engulfed. So like that, the plasma membrane is engulfing the substances. Okay. So see here, endocytosis in amoeba. So here cell membrane. So cell membrane here, see the pseudopodia, the extensions, the extending structures of the amoeba, we can call it as a pseudopodia, which will be acting like locomotory organs, just like our legs. So with the help of the pseudopodia only, it can able to make the movement. And the pseudopodia, here you can see the black color one, we can call it as a food particle. So whenever it finds the food, with the help of pseudopodia, it will move near to the food and surround it. Okay, and it will be surrounded with the help of the pseudopodia. After then, by surrounding it, finally it will be engulfed. Okay, it will be taken in, engulf means taking inside its body. So like that, every cell is doing, our cell is doing whatever it needs, the components, it will be engulfed inside its body. We are calling it as a endocytosis. Okay, endocytosis will also be done by the plasma membrane. Endo means inside, cytosis means cell, that is eating, cell eating. We can generally we can call endocytosis as a cell eating. Okay, and next one more function is there. Not only having the flexible membrane, the plasma membrane not only it will be having the flexible, and some more functions it will be doing. They are Okay, so the first function of the plasma membrane is it provides a definite shape to the cell. It provides definite shape to the cell to semi-fluid contents of it. That is semi-fluid. That is the contents. Several organelles are there inside of it. So it will protecting. It will protecting the contents, whatever the contents present in the cell, to leak out from. That is from it will be leak outing. It will prevents the leak out from itself. Okay, and also it will be acting as a mechanical barrier. What is meant by mechanical barrier here? Mechanical barrier means, wait a minute. Okay, okay. So mechanical barrier. What is meant by mechanical barrier means it will be protecting the internal contents of the cell. Not only it will give the definite shape to the cell, it will also be protecting the internal contents. So several internal organelles are there. Okay, we already know like mitochondria, nucleus, Golgi apparatus, several are there. We already discussed in our first chapter. So these cell organelles are protected by the from the external environment with the, by the plasma membrane only. And selective permeability. Now only we discussed that. Selective permeability means it won't allow all the substance inside of the cell. Now only in the first picture I have shown you that cartoon. So to take exit into the cell, they have to be take the permission from the plasma membrane. So whatever the that is based upon its solubility, based upon the component solubility in the lipids. Okay, so lipids are actually, that is lipids means fats. Lipids are actually fats. Fats are semi-liquid in state. Okay, so so based upon its solubility, the components can be able to take entry into the cell. Okay, so again they will be of two types, endocytosis and exocytosis. Endocytosis, now only I have shown you, that is best example is amoeba. Now I have shown you that. That is endocytosis means taking the components inside of the cell. Whatever the substances can able to dissolve in the plasma membrane. Okay, they can able to uh, take entry into the cell. We are calling it as a endocytosis. Endo means inside, cytosis means cell. Taking inside of the cell. Cell eating. Generally, we can call it as a cell eating. Okay. Exocytosis is also there. Exocytosis means, for example, carbon dioxide, which is not required for us. Okay. And some of the waste materials. Okay, unwanted materials, they have to be take exit from the cell. అవి బయటికి వెళ్ళాలనుకుంటాయి. సో అటువంటి వాటిని ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రేన్ కెన్ గివింగ్ కెన్ సెండింగ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ది సెల్. Exocytosis. Exo means out, cytosis means cell. In generally we can call it as a cell vomiting. ఓకే, నా వామిటింగ్ అంటే బయటికి రావడమే కదా. ఎండోసైటాసిస్ ఏమో సెల్ ఈటింగ్ అని అంట. ఎగ్జోసైటాసిస్ అంటే okay, sending out of the substances. And recognition, one more function is there, that is the recognition. That is for example, you can generally listen to that, that is whoever are organ donors. బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, మనం మాక్సిమం కిడ్నీ డొనేట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. సో కిడ్నీ డొనేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు వాట్ యు లిజన్ పర్టికులర్ బ్లడ్ గ్రూప్. ఓకేనా, బ్లడ్ గ్రూప్ చూస్తారు, ప్లస్ వచ్చేసి వాళ్ళకి సెట్ అవుతుందా లేదా అనేసి దే కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు కీప్ అండర్ అబ్జర్వేషన్. వై, ఎందుకు అందరికి కిడ్నీస్ ఒకటే కదా అంటే నో, every two persons won't have the same type of plasma membrane, that is what you can say recognition centers. ఎవరి ఇద్దరికి కూడా ప్రతి ఇద్దరికి కూడా సేమ్ గా రికగ్నిషన్ సెంటర్స్ అనేది ఉంటుంది. అంటే ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రేన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ యూనిక్ టు ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ ఇండివిజువల్ బై హ్యావింగ్ సమ్ రిసెప్టార్స్. ఓకేనా? సో అవి వచ్చేసి ఆ రికగ్నిషన్ సెంటర్స్ అనేటి ఎవరిది వాళ్ళకే ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా? సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏదైనా నువ్వు బ్యాక్టీరియా పొరపాటున బాడీలోకి ఎంటర్ అయింది అనుకోండి, ఏమవుతుంది? The WBC cells can able to identify them first. లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ లో చెప్పుకున్నాం మనం డిఫెండర్స్ అనేసి వాటిని. ఓకేనా? ఏదైనా బ్యాక్టీరియా పొరపాటున త్రూ ఎయిర్ కానీ త్రూ వాటర్ కానీ ఆర్ఎల్స్ త్రూ ఎనీవే ఇఫ్ ఇట్ విల్ బి ఎంటర్డ్ ఇన్ టు అవర్ బాడీ, సో ఇమీడియట్లీ అవర్ WBC cells get reacted and send the antibodies to kill them. సో అలాగే బ్యాక్టీరియానే కాదు, ఏదైనా సరే మనది కానిది ఏదైనా లోపలికి వచ్చింది అంటే ఈజీగా ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తాయి WBC cells. హౌ దే విల్ బి ఐడెంటిఫైడ్ మీన్స్ బేస్డ్ అపాన్ హ్యావింగ్ ద రికగ్నిషన్ సెంటర్స్. అది వేర్ దే విల్ బి ప్రెసెంట్ మీన్స్ అపాన్ ది సర్ఫేస్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రేన్. ఓకే, సో no two individuals will be having the similar type of recognition centers. సో అందుకే కిడ్నీ డొనేట్ చేసినప్పటికి కూడా రెసిపియంట్ కి సెట్ అవ్వదు. ఓకేనా? త్వరగా సెట్ అవ్వదు. అవి సెట్ అవ్వడానికి ఇప్పుడు కొన్ని మనం టెక్నిక్స్ అనేది కొన్ని మెడిసిన్స్ అనేది ఇస్తున్నాం. కానీ ప్రీవియస్ లో ఒక 10 to 15 years బ్యాక్ ఏం జరిగిందంటే, ఎవరైతే కిడ్నీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ తో బాధపడుతున్నారో రిపీటెడ్లీ ఈస్ గో ఆన్ టేకింగ్ ద కిడ్నీ ట్రాన్స్ప్లాంటేషన్. ఒకే మనిషిలో 3-4 కిడ్నీలు ఉన్నాయి. ఎవరు ఆర్ సఫరింగ్ విత్ ద ఫ్లోరిన్ హై ఫ్లోరిన్ కంటెంట్ ప్లేసెస్, ఫ్లోరోసిస్ ఎవరైతే బాధపడుతున్నారో వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఒకటే ఫ్యామిలీలో ఒక్కొక్కరికి 3-4 కిడ్నీలు ఉన్నాయి. యాక్చువల్లీ విల్ బి హ్యావింగ్ 2 కిడ్నీస్. దెన్ హౌ ఇట్ విల్ పాసిబుల్ based upon because of having the recognition centers. So our WBC cells won't accept అది మనకు పనికొస్తుందా లేదా దానికి అనవసరం. ఓకే, సో వాటికి ఏం కావాలి? దే వోంట్ అలో వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ మే బి, they won't allow other substances to enter into our body, whether it will be useful for us or not. They don't వారికి అవసరం లేదు. They don't require that type of thing. Okay, so but now the technology is improved. So after transplantation, the antibodies, that is the function of this immunity, will be suppressed for some days. సప్రెస్ చేస్తారు. సప్రెస్ చేయడం వల్ల WBC సెల్స్ అనేవి యాంటీబాడీస్ ని సెండ్ చేయకుండా ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేస్తారు అనమాట. ఓకే, అటువంటి టెక్నాలజీ అనేది ఇప్పుడు పెరిగింది. ఓకే, గాట్ ఇట్. ఇది సమ్వాట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు షేర్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రిగార్డింగ్ టు దట్. నెక్స్ట్, ఫ్లో ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. ఫ్లో ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అంటే దట్ ఈస్ it will be transferring the information from one cell to another cell with the help of the mitochondria. Flow of information. And osmosis. Osmosis means, this is a new topic to you. Let me discuss in further classes. What is osmosis? Osmosis means, I'll show you one picture. Movement of molecules from high concentration to lower concentration. Okay. So it will be occurred in the presence of plasma membrane only. Osmosis will occur in the presence of plasma membrane. Movement of molecules from high water concentration to lower water concentration in the presence of plasma membrane. Like this two topics, diffusion and osmosis. In further classes we'll discuss them. And cell continuity, that is at places the plasma membrane of adjacent cells become continuous to form the plasmodesmata. This plasmodesmata will be found in the plant cells. ఈ ప్లాంట్ సెల్స్ లో ఉంటుంది ప్లాస్మోడెస్మాటా అనేది. అంటే ఎలాగైతే ఒక సెల్ ఇంకొక సెల్ అతుక్కొని ఉంటాయి, ఆ సెల్ కంటిన్యూటీ అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఈ సెల్ కంటిన్యూటీ అనేది జరిగే దేని వల్ల అంటే ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రేన్ వల్లనే జరుగుతుంది. సెల్ కంటిన్యూటీ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఆటోమేటిక్ గా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అనేది ఒకదాని నుంచి ఒకటి ఈజీగా పాస్ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ స్పెషలైజేషన్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ స్పెషలైజేషన్ మీన్స్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ టేక్ what is that if you can take the intestine, you will discuss in 10th class. In the intestine, especially in the small intestine, what will be happening inside of the small intestine will be having that is some foldings you can see. These foldings we are calling them as a microvilli. Okay. So with the help of microvilli, the substances, that is the material, will be absorbed. Okay. So like this, many functions are there regarding. I'll show you some pictures, whatever I said now. Okay, see here the functions of the plasma membrane. So unicellular freshwater organisms and most plants tend to gain water through osmosis. So osmosis now only I said the movement of molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration. So with the help of the plasma membrane only. So this is a unicellular organism, euglena. So through osmosis process, it can be able to get the water to inside of the cell. ఇది వాటర్ లోనే ఉంటుంది. సో ఆస్మాసిస్ ద్వారా ఆస్మాసిస్ అనే ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రేన్ అంటే వాటర్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ లోపలికి ఎంటర్ అవుతుంది దాని బాడీలోకి. దేని ద్వారా? ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రేన్ ద్వారా ఎంటర్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? అది దేని వల్ల పాసిబుల్ అంటే ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రేన్ ఉండడం వల్ల పాసిబుల్. నెక్స్ట్ అబ్జార్ప్షన్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ బై ప్లాంట్ రూట్స్. సీ హియర్ ద ప్లాంట్ రూట్స్. సో వాట్ యు ఆర్ సీయింగ్ హియర్, దట్ ఈస్ ద ప్లాంట్ రూట్ అమ్మ. ఇక్కడ రూట్ హెయిర్ ఇదంతా రూట్ స్ట్రక్చర్ అయితే ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే ఎలాంగేట్ అవుతుందో whatever you are seeing here, this elongation we are calling it as a root hair. ఈ రూట్ హెయిర్ అనేది వాటర్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ ఇక్కడ మీకు బ్లూ కలర్ లో కనిపిస్తూ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, ద రిమైనింగ్ బ్రౌన్ కలర్ దే ఆర్ ద సాయిల్ పార్టికల్స్. సో ఫ్రమ్ ద సాయిల్ పార్టికల్స్ విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ ది రూట్ హెయిర్ దే కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు అబ్జర్వ్ ద వాటర్. ఓకేనా? సో విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ ఏ ప్రాసెస్ కాల్ డిఫ్యూజన్, సారీ ఆస్మాసిస్, విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్రాసెస్ కాల్ ఆస్మాసిస్. Okay, so next class we'll discuss about what is osmosis, what is diffusion, like the topics we'll discuss. So today just we'll discuss about the structure of the plasma membrane and functions of the plasma membrane. Very important topic, very useful for further classes also. That is in your future classes. That is if your future, that is whenever if you went to higher studies also, it will playing more important. So that's why I'm going very slowly. So structure of the plasma membrane is many scientists are discussed, but the most prominent, that is the most widely accepted one is the fluid mosaic model. Now only I have shown fluid mosaic model, the structure that will be described by the Singer and Nicholson. ఓకే, ఫ్లూయిడ్ మొజాయిక్ మోడల్. సో ఫ్లూయిడ్ మొజాయిక్ అంటే ఇక్కడ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే, ఎలాగైతే పోలార్ రీజియన్స్ లో వాటర్ మీద ఎలాగైతే ఐస్ ఫ్లోట్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది కదా, అలాగా ఈ లిపిడ్స్ అనేటివి మనకి వాటర్ లాగా అనుకోండి, సెమీ లిక్విడ్ కండిషన్లు ఉంటాయి. ఆ లిపిడ్స్ మీద ఈ ప్రోటీన్స్ అనేటివి ఫ్లోట్ అవుతా ఉంటాయి. అలా కనిపిస్తుంది మనకి ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రేన్ స్ట్రక్చర్. బై దిస్ వాట్ యూ హ్యాడ్ రిమెంబర్ హియర్, ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రేన్ ఈస్ కంపోజ్డ్ ఆఫ్ లిపిడ్స్ అండ్ ప్రోటీన్స్. దట్ ద థింగ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు గెట్. మీకు అర్థమై ఉండాల్సింది, మీకు గుర్తుండాల్సింది ఏంటంటే ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రేన్ ఈస్ మేడ్ అప్ ఆఫ్ ప్రోటీన్స్ అండ్ లిపిడ్స్. ఇఫ్ యూ గో టు ద structure, so functions means that is it will gives a definite shape to the cell. And next it will mechanical barrier means it will protect the internal contents of the cell. What are the internal contents means here, ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి ఇంటర్నల్ కంటెంట్స్? ఇక్కడ ఆర్గనల్స్ will be having the organelles, cytoplasm, several organelles are there. These will be protected from the external environment with the help of the plasma membrane. And also selective permeability. Permeability means permission, giving permission. So here plasma membrane is acting as a selective permeability, and also sometimes we can call it as a semi-permeable membrane. Okay, semi-permeable membrane. Semi means it will allow only some of the particles, not all particles.